Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and studying well at your home. So, we are almost done with the syllabus. This is the last poetry that we are going to do today, that is animals. And after that, we are done left with a drama, that is proposal. So, after this, hopefully, we'll meet in campus and will complete the remaining part of our syllabus. So let's hope for the best and let's keep our fingers crossed, and I'll start with the poem. The poem is Animals, and if you see, it is written over here. The poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. So the poet of the poem is Walt Whitman. So he is actually, in this poem, he has tried to portray a comparison between human beings and animals. And he is saying that animals are a pure form of creatures in comparison to human beings. Yeah, human beings are thought to be very wise and they carry lots of prudence. But animals basically, they don't have any evils. Human brain has lots of evils. Human can plan, plot, conspire, but animals are free of all these evils, and that is why he thinks that it is better to reside with animals than human beings. So in this poem, he has basically tried to exhibit or display a comparison that animals are better living beings than humans, because human beings are very greedy, they are full of jealousy, but animals are very calm, they are very self-contained, they are happy with what they have, and they never complain about their miseries and sorrows. In fact, if you see, animals suffer far more than human beings because they cannot express themselves. Even if they are in pain, they cannot express themselves. Human beings can do that. They are blessed with the power of speech, but animals even don't have that. Then if you see, human beings discriminate a lot. Human beings give more importance to the rich and strong people. Okay, they discriminate. But animals, they are very honest about their relationships and they don't give importance to any particular class, and therefore their life is devoid of any kind of greed and jealousy. So that is what was the summary of the poem. Now I will start with the exact poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. So placid here means very calm, very peaceful, very serene. And contained means to keep a control on yourself. That is self-contained. So the poet starts the poem with a message that he wants to live in the world of animals because he finds the world of animals to be better than that of human beings. And why does he say so? Because he finds animals to be more peaceful than humans. And he's saying so because animals, unlike human beings, they don't run after the material things or the worldly things. They are very calm. They are satisfied with what they have. So they don't possess the greed of owning everything. ये भी चाहिए, वो भी चाहिए, ये मतलब सब कुछ मेरे पास होना चाहिए. किसी के पास मोबाइल देख लिया तो मुझे भी वही मोबाइल चाहिए, मुझे भी वही लैपटॉप चाहिए, मुझे भी वही कार चाहिए, मुझे भी वही बाइक चाहिए. They don't have all these things. They are very calm, they are very self-contained, they are happy with whatever life has offered them, and they don't interfere in others' life. वो दूसरों की लाइफ में इंटरफेयर भी नहीं करते हैं, वो अपनी लाइफ से मतलब रखते हैं. सो बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दीज, पोएट थिंक्स दैट एनिमल्स आर बेटर than human beings because they are calm, they are non-interfering in nature, and they are satisfied for whatever they have. And therefore the poet says that these are the reasons that sometimes he just stands still and keeps looking at the animals for long and long, because he admires these qualities of the animals which are not owned by human beings. Okay, so if you see here, the word long and long has been repeated. This is repetition, and this is I and I. If you see here, the repetition of the word I and I, this literary device in English is called as anaphora. We come to the next paragraph. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God. Not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things. So if you see, whine here means cry, and sins are the wrongdoings, जो भी पाप हम करते हैं, जो भी गलतियां करते हैं. And demented means to be mad or to be perturbed, to be disturbed basically. Okay, so now the poet says that unlike human beings, animals, they don't keep complaining of any kind of misery or sorrow. हमारी लाइफ में कुछ बुरा होगा, भगवान ने मेरे साथ ही ऐसा क्यों किया, भगवान को मैं ही दिखता हूँ क्या, और भी तो लोग हैं, मेरे ही साथ ऐसा होता है. वी कीप कंप्लेनिंग फॉर एवरी लिटिल थिंग. किसी की डेथ हो गई तो भगवान से शिकायत है, किसी का एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो भगवान से शिकायत है, कोई बिजनेस में लॉस हो गया तो भगवान से शिकायत. इनफैक्ट फेल भी हो गए, पढ़ाई आपने नहीं की, फेल आप हुए क्योंकि आपने एफर्ट नहीं किया, लेकिन शिकायत हमें भगवान से होती है. राइट. सो अनलाइक ह्यूमन बींग्स, एनिमल्स दे नेवर क्राई आउट लाउड लाइक ह्यूमन्स डू. वट एवर दे हैव लॉस्ट दे फील कि ये हमारे ही कर्मों का फल है. बट ह्यूमन बींग सब चीज के लिए भगवान को जिम्मेदार ठहराते हैं. एंड अनलाइक ह्यूमन बींग्स, एनिमल्स दे नेवर स्टे अवेक इन द नाइट क्राइंग इन अ काइंड ऑफ रिपेंटेंस, और पछतावे में कि हमने ये गलतियां की. तो ह्यूमन बीइंग दिन में बहुत सारी गलतियां करेगा और रात में उसे नींद नहीं आएगी ये सोच के कि मैंने तो बहुत गलतियां की हैं. तो ह्यूमन बीइंग इज फुल ऑफ समथिंग दैट इज रॉन्ग, वट एवर रॉन्ग दे हैव डन इन देयर लाइफ. ओके, सो दिस मीन्स कि एनिमल्स डिफरेंट है ह्यूमन बीइंग से बिकॉज दे डोंट शो एंगर. वो किसी तरह का एंगर नहीं दिखाते अगर उनके साथ कुछ गलत हो जाता है, क्योंकि एनिमल्स बहुत ट्रूथफुल हैं. Okay, they don't keep boasting of the good deeds that they are doing in the name of God. हमारे ह्यूमन बीइंग्स जब हमारे कुछ अच्छा काम करेंगे तो वो फोटो क्लिक करवाएंगे, फेसबुक पे डालेंगे, पेपर में पब्लिश कराएंगे, ट्विटर पे पोस्ट करेंगे that see I have done something of charity. During COVID-19 there were many people who were doing charitable work. But some of the people were continuously posting everything and some of the people were doing that silently. तो ह्यूमन बीइंग्स अगर कुछ अच्छा करेंगे ना तो उसको बोस्ट करेंगे. अब देखिए कहीं कोई दान देते हैं तो उस पर लिखा रहता है कि इसने दान किया. क्या जरूरत है, दान किया तो साइलेंट होना चाहिए ना. तो एनिमल्स कभी भी बोस्ट नहीं करते हैं, अच्छे काम तो वो लोग भी करते हैं, सेंस तो उनमें भी है, बट दे डोंट बोस्ट. So human beings, they try to show that see we are so religious, we are doing all these good deeds in the name of God. Why? Because they want to gain popularity. So the poet thinks कि animals ये सब करके उनको irritate नहीं करते हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें कुछ अच्छा करना है तो वो silently करते हैं. वो इस intention से नहीं करते हैं that we want to gain some praise from the people. So because animals are not dissatisfied like humans, they are happy, very self-contained with whatever they have. And they never try to possess things of comfort for luxury. Because they are not mad, they are not demented behind owning the worldly things. So again if you see, the literary device is here is they. If you see, this literary device is called as anaphora. Number of poems I have talked about this device. And then if you see this line, they do not sweat and whine. Sweat and whine refers to the cries and complaints of human beings. So this literary device is called as metaphor. Okay? Then next, not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. They bring me tokens of myself. They evince them plainly in their possession. To kneel is to bow down. To evince is to reveal. And possession is when you own something. And tokens here does not mean any money or something. It means the qualities. So the poet is saying that he never in his life he has seen any animal showing his reverence to anyone, respect to anyone by bowing down. वो ऐसे झुक के, ऐसे kneel down होके किसी person के सामने अपना respect नहीं दिखाते हैं. They don't do even for their ancestors. They don't show devotion towards God like we humans do. And no one among, क्योंकि उनमें ना कोई बहुत respectable है ना कोई बहुत ही गिरा हुआ है. जैसे हमारी सोसाइटी में कुछ लोग बहुत respectable है, वो गलत काम भी करते हैं, वो गुंडे होंगे, लेकिन उनके पास बहुत पैसा है तो वो रिस्पेक्टेबल है। तो इन ह्यूमंस यू नो मनी इज द पैरामीटर टू जज अ पर्सन। कोई गरीब आदमी है, वो बहुत इज्जतदार है तो भी उसकी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि वो रिक्शा वाला है, वो सच बोलता है, वो लाइफ बहुत ऑनेस्टली से जीता है, लेकिन वो रिक्शा वाला है ना। बट देयर आर पीपल who are not doing good for the people around them. They are actually horrendous culprits, but still they are revered, they are respected. Why? Because they are moneyed. Animals में ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं। So because in human beings, rich people are generally given more importance as compared to the poor. But in the society of animals, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी नहीं है। उनमें कोई भी ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, कोई भी कम इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। इसीलिए वहाँ पे बहुत सॉलिडारिटी है, बहुत यूनिटी है, एंड दे आर वेरी हैप्पी। Then they are not like human beings who find themselves either very happy or very sad person on the planet. सब equally happy हैं, सब equally sad हैं. And further the poet is saying that animals are very honest in their relationships. I mean, unlike human beings, they are not hypocrite. Human beings बहुत artificial, बहुत hypocrite होते हैं। हिंदी में पढ़ते होंगे एक मुहावरा, मुंह में राम बगल में छुरी। That is what is a hypocrite. So human beings are hypocrite. वो आपके मुंह पे बहुत अच्छा बनेंगे। आपके साथ भी ऐसा हुआ होगा, कोई फ्रेंड आपके मुंह पे बहुत अच्छा बनता है और फिर पीछे जाके आप ही के बारे में भला बुरा बोलता है। सो ही वांट्स टू से दैट एनिमल्स हिपोक्रेट नहीं है। यस, ये एक नेचर का पार्ट है कि वो दूसरे एनिमल्स को अपना फूड समझते हैं, इसलिए हंट करते हैं, तो वो तो नेचर का पार्ट है। तो वो उसको हाइड भी तो नहीं कर रहे हैं कि मुंह पे बहुत प्यार से बोल रहे हैं और झाड़ियों में ले जाके पीछे से मार दे रहे हैं। Human beings possess this. They will show very nice and friendly relations with other. जबकि reality इसके बिल्कुल opposite होती है। वो आपके पीछे आपके पीठ पे छुरा घोंपते हैं। So the poet says that he accepts the facts that at least animals are true towards showing their relationship with other animals. I wonder where they get these tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? To be negligent is to be careless. So at last the poet is talking to himself and he is saying that he is wondering कि इतनी अच्छी अच्छी qualities इनमें आई कहाँ से। And he further questions himself and the entire human clan कि हमारी ये qualities कहाँ गई, मेरी ये quality कहाँ गई, कहीं मैंने इन्हें छोड़ दिया या carelessly ये कहीं गुम गई हैं। The qualities that were found in human beings in the age of Satyug, इनोसेंट होना, बहुत काइंड, बहुत ट्रूथफुल, बहुत एम्पथाइज करना, ये क्वालिटीज़ अब ह्यूमन बींग्स में नहीं दिखती। ह्यूमन बींग्स में बहुत मलाइस आ गया है, बहुत हम लोग हेट्रेड, इल विल, ये सारी क्वालिटीज़ हमें बहुत एकदम ओवरली ब्रिम कर रही हैं। नाउ दीज क्वालिटीज़ विच वर पोजेस्ड बाय ह्यूमन बींग्स इन द एज ऑफ सतयुग, नाउ दैट इज सीन इन एनिमल्स। सो नाउ ही इज वंडरिंग कि ह्यूमन बींग ने खुद ही ये क्वालिटीज़ को शन कर दिया, मतलब छोड़ दिया, या ये ह्यूमन बींग से एनिमल्स में पास ऑन कर गए। सो दैट इज बेसिकली व्हाट इज द पोएम ऑल अबाउट। नाउ योर वर्क इज, यू कैन सी देयर आर क्वेश्चंस, you need to answer this question, and hopefully we'll meet again very soon in the campus. Till then, bye bye and take care.